quarterback, Jesse Palmer, and guys can't wait to get this one started. The Hurricanes will kick it away first. Bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Line gets set, first down. Give to the single back. Got room at the 35. And he breaks into the open. At the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Number 20 in the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. They're lining up to boot it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now first and 10 from the 40. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Looking downfield, it's Ward. He's right on target. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Arroyo. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Canes have it with a first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Restrepo. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Miami!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Ready to try the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he'll bring it back. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Snowed under by the defense.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards, continue to do that, and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Wants to throw on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. First down to start the drive after the break. They're getting this guy lathered up. Across the 25, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oregon.
Way too easy. Touchdown, Oregon.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Back to pass, it's Ward. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Arroyo. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Looking left. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Leaves it with the running back.
Oh, God.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. 6th play of the drive coming up. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And that pass intercepted. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Looking for room. It's James.
What the lag like?
Fights off a defender. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. To the air, it's Gabriel. And they got him for the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. And that pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First down here for the offense. He's gonna pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. They'll immediately call timeout. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
Got it.
A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Ducks! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the returner will be dragged down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you.
Oh, look out. There he goes. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Nice strike, big play in the passing games. I'll tell you what, find your mismatches, find your advantages, what you do well, and do it again. And then again. And then we know how we do it again. Keep attacking.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And when you run that screen, it takes a lot more time to develop because those offensive linemen, remember, they're going to block, release, and go get somebody. Quarterback's got to get rid of that ball a lot faster when you're running those screen plays.
Oh, my God.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes
He
the
brought
grab,
it. Oh, my God.
and he will score. Touchdown, Canes.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Fires to the tight end.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Got it behind the line. It's Whittington. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Now facing a 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Wide open downfield. Nothing but green ahead. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
With the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for the offense. The back goes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver.
Oh, got the edge. Let's go, Whittington.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon. They'll line up to go for 2. Scanning the field, it's Gabriel. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Here comes the offense on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it's caught inside the 15.
And that's another Miami Hurricanes. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Oregon 27, Miami 15.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. He makes a grab. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, and the defense tackles him at the 3. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw.
Stop.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Back to throw, it's Ward.
No, he caught
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
27, Miami 22.
Coming out with it, it's Whittington. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The give as they work on that clock. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? The Ducks in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Easy.
Just a short pass to the tight end.
That's
Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they're executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to...
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
First and 10.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Wants to throw. It's Ward. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
More Iron King. Last one to pick six.
Touchdown, Ducks! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Number 7.
What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
22.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
First and 10.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a
Oh,
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 4th down, going to the air.
no. Oh,
Catch
no.
inside the 25.
That's 15.
Touchdown, Oregon. And the pummeling has started.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Oh, shit.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep.
Dropped it,
And the
game
pass
over.
goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just